Anima, it's such a pleasure to have you back. We were just talking, it's been a decade, same premises, similar conference, and you have just skyrocketed in your presence, in your influence, and your impact through the research. So everybody's talking about AI, and you were on this bandwagon much before many other people. So I'm going to go backwards and come forwards. This started, many years ago, but I want to go back to 10 years, and the foundational steps of the current AI as we see it is where I wanted to bring your attention.
Yeah, that's great to be back, and it's really nostalgic to be doing this again with you, and and that really makes me feel so happy because to see that growth, not only in my own personal journey but in AI, right, and how it's touching everybody. And a decade ago, we were beginning to see like the sparks of what deep learning can do. We had seen like how ImageNet and other data sets really enable AI to learn at scale and learn features with deep learning and get accuracies that were never possible before. And at that point I think at Amazon Web Services, starting the very first cloud AI products and seeing that touch all the enterprises, and then going on to NVIDIA after that, and the rest is history.
You also teach, or taught rather, and what we wanted to learn is that a lot of IITians who are freshers, the fundamental research in any technology that evolves over time is very important. So the nuts and bolts of any technology which massive impact is where they want to learn from you and get some advice.
Indeed, to me, like, I'm always treasuring going through that IIT journey, even preparing for IIT JEE right back then. That's when we really were challenged by the fundamental concepts. And I think that's so important because in this era of AI, it may appear like, oh, I have all the information at my fingertips, AI can do programming, but the core principles are still important because we need to be able to correct what AI has done or verify, and AI will still get stuck at the hardest problems, right? Because the frontier of research is where AI comes together with humans.
Through this deep research comes products that are relevant, that will be used by the market. So that conversion is very important, especially for entrepreneurs. So looking from the research angle, how do you see that people can adopt this to the practical applications of technology?
Yeah, so everybody is able to now have these AI tools at their fingertips, which is wonderful. So the important thing is not to be afraid of AI, but to fully embrace it and to know that it's imperfect, right? To critically think, not just take what AI is giving as answers, but to be able to judge, and if you see these language models, you can go and query them and also repeatedly ask questions. And you can look at citations. So it's a great way to explore new topics, new areas.
For the global consumption, people see the opportunity, but they also have big concerns. How would you advise them to leverage the opportunity to delve into AI technologies and not be so fearful?
Because these AI technologies are so accessible, you should just be curious and try it out, right? And in some cases it works wonderfully, in other cases it's not yet ready, but that's how you get a sense of how useful is AI for your own applications.
Coming to your personal side, journey has been phenomenal. A good researcher, top, I think 100 in Times list. A lot of young girls who look up to you, as a role model. What are the fundamental steps to take for them to build their career? And then moving on, we'll talk about a little bit about leadership.
Yeah, so for young people, it's so important to have that algorithmic thinking, right? Because AI cannot replace the logical reasoning, critical thinking, and that, I think, developing that mindset to be curious, to use AI tools, not treat it as a competition but as a collaboration. Just because AI is able to do everything doesn't mean that you give up your understanding, because to me that depth of understanding that was needed to pass IIT JEE exams, be in those IIT classes, is what has really helped me to now ask these hard questions, right? Like, for instance, we were the first to build the AI-based high-resolution weather model, and to be able to do that, we wanted to like understand the principles of weather, but also, what would make AI have a difference here.
And finally, then for leadership, you grow as a person, you grow as a leader. Some nuggets on learning the leadership skills.
Yeah, so I mean, leadership is really about human interaction and humility and being able to really connect with others, right? Because we are nothing if we can't connect with others, and at the same time be able to communicate the vision. Like, it's important to have a clear vision but allow others to fill in the details.
It's been so wonderful to have you here again. I'm so glad you remembered almost 10 years ago we did an interview in similar setting. So happy to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
So great to be here, Mateen. Thank you.